Welcome back to another Payday 2 build video, and any more doing builds is one of my favorite things to do in the game, to test out something new and see if it works, and then just keep tweaking it, keep changing it until it's pretty close to exactly what I want. Now this build, I didn't really know what to call it. I guess it'll be a silent killer build video. Silent killer? I don't know what else to call it. So this is a silent killer build video for me, and I've been using this build a lot lately on loud Deathwish heists, and it's still a work in progress, but I've been using it a lot lately. I'd say I've probably been working on it for the last couple weeks, just tweaking it here and there, using it a lot to see what I could change to make it better. And I don't have it memorized or anything. There's a couple builds that I still have memorized, like the grinder one and the dodge one. I still have that memorized. Now I don't use dodge too much anymore, but this is what we've been using, and I wanted to show it to you if you wanted to try it out, I guess. So let's just jump into this, and where is it at? It's right here. Okay, so we'll just start in Mastermind because that's where we spent most of our points. This isn't too different from Grinder because, again, I wanted to get max damage out of the pistols because we're using the Leo pistol, I believe. And funny story with that, I know a lot of people aren't happy because they did, over Crime Fest, they did gun buffs and nerfs, and it didn't affect me in a negative way at all because the only gun that it really affected me on was the Leo pistol, and I already use that a lot anyways, so it actually does a lot of damage now. I think without doing too much to it, it does somewhere around 100.3 or something, and I don't remember what it did before, like 44. I think with the skills and the mods that I put on it, it would do 44 damage. Now it does 100. So that's cool, but it used to have a max capacity of 133 ammo. Now it only holds 95, I think. And at first I didn't like that. Now I'm okay with it because the damage is so much higher. But anyways, let's get into this. Here you can kind of see where the points are. Medic bag for sure will unlock, and then I aced combat medic because I wanted the damage bonus after reviving someone. And then also it gives them 30% more health, which doesn't really help on Deathwish, but if you're just messing around on Overkill or something, it does. We bought the basic painkillers. We aced here. We always ace this because we want speed. This is a mobile build. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like an oxymoron of itself. We're mobile, but we have to play a little bit defensive because we soak up bullets and we can't take a whole lot of damage. We can be insta down with this build. So endurance, we need to be mobile but yet play defensive. Leadership, we aced this for the pistols again, and then I wanted to be able to dominate to get teammates back or anything like that, as well as Joker. I know someone was saying how pointless Joker was, and to some degree it is a little bit, but one, he's a little bit of a bullet shield. On Deathwish it doesn't really pay too much, but he's a little bit of a bullet shield, and if nothing else, he kind of follows you around sometimes, and so you can get him out of a really hot spot where he might get killed by someone. So I kind of like having the basic Joker at least. We ace Equilibrium because, again, for pistol skills again, and Spotter because I wanted to give them 15% more damage. And part of some of this was to just get to the next level, I guess. And what did we do? We did Gunslinger because, again, mainly it's the quicker reload is important, but what I really want is the additional 15 damage, and then Inspire. I really want to Inspire. Now, when I first used this build, I think I had... What did I have? I think I had Pistol Messiah Basic. I really like that. I really like Pistol Messiah. Sometimes that can be a lifesaver on a heist. And then I actually think I had Kilmer Aced, maybe. Because I thought it was really fun to be able to run around and be able to reload instead of having to, you know, take your time and stop or walk or something. But again, I actually took these points out because I wanted to use them in Enforcer, and I'll show you why in a second. So that's what we have in Mastermind. Enforcer we used a lot, and I actually could probably go less in Enforcer now because I'm not quite as dependent on the ammo bags. At first, I was going through ammo so fast that, you know, I just couldn't pick up enough. I was shooting too much, and I guess I just wasn't aware that the guns did so much damage that you really don't need to shoot that much. So even if you're low on ammo, it's not really that big a deal, and you can pick up and then stay low, and then eventually when you get low enough you can put an ammo bag down. So I'm not as reliant on this anymore. I could probably change it, but it's nice for teammates to have you know, aced ammo. So we unlocked the tree, and then we bought the basic Bullet Storm, so I could shoot for, what is it, 5 seconds without depleting, but I never really do that. I don't pay too much attention. I think I always forget that I have this. Always ace transporter because moving bags is a big part. We did basic pumping iron. It does more damage. No, wait. 50% more damage, yes. And we did tough guy, reduces camera shake. Again, I think these are basic. These were just to get up in tiers, kind of. We also did underdog. This might have been to get to the next level. I guess I could have aced this one too, but you know what? Sometimes you get surrounded. It's nice to be able to deal and take less damage. So we did underdog. Die hard because I wanted the armor recovery rate and being able to use your primary. Sometimes, you know, I might go down and there's a dozer there. Throw a little fire on him and you can take him out so your teammates can help you up. Having stun resistance aced is almost a necessity. I used to just get basic, but especially on Death Wish, you get flashbanged a lot. So I think this is almost a necessity, and as well as ammo specialist, because at first I was really reliant on ammo. I really wanted to go up here and ace this so I could pick up more with fully loaded, but for me, it's not too big a deal. The guns do a lot of damage, so even when I'm low on ammo, it doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal. That's what we did in Enforcer, and this is where it just breaks my heart. I can't believe it. I've been so dependent upon Shockproof, and to do this, I just couldn't go in here. I really couldn't go in here at all. Even having these skills here is nice. The basic Nerves of Steel is nice to take a little less damage. 50%, that's actually a lot. And then to ace, or which one would it be? I think this is the one that I want. Yeah, stability with all rifles and single shot weapons. So this would help a little bit with the Leo. And we couldn't come in here because we just didn't have the points. So no technician. And this is kind of where the magic happens for the guns that we use in the build that we're using. So we unlock Ghost, and then we ace Sprinter, we ace Cat Burglar. I know a lot of people don't like this, but you know, I jump off things. So it may not work for you, but it works for me. So I'm always going to ace this. I'm always going to ace this, or at least by the basic. I know people complain that I don't ace fast hands, but I wouldn't have aced this anyways, but the reason I did is because I needed to get to the next level. So I aced this, and it is nice. It really is nice. It helps in sticky situations, I guess, move those bags a little quicker. So fast hands, aced. I wanted Shinobi basic so that we can move a little faster, again with the speed and mobility. We aced martial arts, and again, I think it was kind of to get up here, but it's still nice. I mean, 50% more likely to knock down an enemy with a melee strike, which is weird because we use the buzzer, so it really doesn't knock them down. And then, actually, the ace version is a lot more important. You take 50% less damage from all melee attacks because of training. So having this is nice because I get slapped in the face a lot. I get slapped by the cops. So martial arts aced, and then this is what I really wanted: Silent Killer. 15% more damage with all silenced weapons, 15% more damage, and a 20% chance to pierce enemy armor with silenced weapons. This is insane how you can up the damage on your guns, your weapons of choice, if you make them silenced. It would have been nice to get the professional too, but it's not too big of a deal, so I'm okay with just having Silent Killer. And then Fugitive, very little, kind of similar to what we always have. A little bit less because I couldn't ace this, but we unlocked the tree. We ace Thick Skin because we always use the Ballistic Vest for Grinder. Basic Duck and Cover, which really doesn't help a whole lot, but again, I just had some points left over, I guess. And then I wanted the basic Run and Gun because I really like the additional 10% additional movement speed. So that's what we did. Most of our points: Mastermind, right there. Enforcer, a lot. Technician, nothing. I think we had like 12 points in Ghost, and then Fugitive we just had a little bit. So that's what we have for this build. And let's see what else. Grinder, we're grinding on this. I don't know, you could probably use a lot. Someone was telling me they were using Infiltrator a lot and it worked really nice, but I think they were using that with a tank build. I haven't played around with these too much. I use Burglar with Stealth now. Infiltrator not too much. Gambler, is this the one where if you pick up ammo it yields health? Or no, it gives you, they can pick up faster. I'm not sure. Yeah, so you can yield health by picking up to your teammates or give health to your teammates for picking up ammo. I don't know, we're grinding. We've went over the grinder deck, nothing new here. We are grinding. And the other thing I wanted to show you was the weapons that I'm using. And right now, and I kind of went over this when we were doing Slaughterhouse, but I wanted to show you a little bit more. The AMR-16, the AK, and the CAR are all very similar in damage. The CAR and the AK are actually, the CAR and the AMR are actually exactly the same in damage, but it has a little less ammo, the accuracy is less, and it doesn't have enough more stability to make me want to use it. And the rate of fire is a lot slower, and it works really nice with the AMR to use this when you get close to dozers. It takes them out so quick, even on Death Wish. And the AK is a good gun. It's a really good gun. It has really good stability, actually. The accuracy is not too bad either. It does a little bit less damage, but not enough to matter. But the rate of fire is so slow, and to me, 9 bullets is a lot less. That'll kill several enemies because we run low on ammo a lot and just kind of deal with it. So didn't really want to use the AK, so we stuck with the AMR. So we use the AMR. I'll see what kind of mods. Now, to get the gun to do this, you have to get the AK CAR mod DLC, which I had held off for the longest time because I don't use a lot of assault rifles. I always use sniper rifles, grenade launchers, rockets, you know, stuff like that. I've never been too big on the assault rifles, but I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorite weapons to use right now, is this assault rifle, the AMR-16. But to get some of these mods, you'll have to buy that DLC, and if I were you, I would just wait. If you want to try it out, or if you don't have it, I would wait and just pick it up on sale. It usually drops to like $1.74 or $1.75 when they have the 75% off sale. I would just wait, pick it up then, and check it out, because I'm sure they have sales throughout the year, and it's just worth it, I think, to wait. So this is what we have. We have the DMR kit on it, and that's what gets us the nasty damage, and it actually gives us good accuracy too, but it takes away some stability, and it takes away a lot of ammo. The barrel, we're using the bigger the better suppressor. The only reason I'm using that is because it takes away less damage, because I wanted to max out my damage, and this was the one that took away the least amount. Custom, I didn't do anything with that. Foregrip, we put this on there because actually, yeah, this one would actually probably be a little bit better, but concealment's not a big deal. Plus, this one just looks cool. I like the way this one looks. It looks awesome. So that's what we went with there. Gadget, we are using the LED combo strictly because it gives us a little more stability. Grip, I'm using this one because yeah, actually this one's a little bit better because of the concealment, but again, we're at max concealment anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I guess I just like the way that one looked. Lower receiver, this adds more damage. It looks cool too. Magazine, it really wasn't that important because the ammo is, your max ammo is so low anyways. It increases it by 8. You could do this, but then you're carrying 60 in the mag, and you have a total of like 70? No, 72. So when you run out of your mag, you're basically out of ammo, and I just didn't like the thought of having that happen. So instead of being able to hold 30, I just decided to do this where we can hold 34, I believe. And sight, I played around with a lot of different sights. I think I was using this one? I don't know, it was that one or it was this one, and I just didn't really like them. What it came down to was the military red dot sight. This is probably my favorite one. It just feels right. Sometimes it feels right. And I think I have a blue reticule on it. And what else do we have? Stock. No, what else? Is there more? Stock and upper receiver. So the upper receiver, we're using this. This would do more damage. I do realize that. You could get it a little bit higher, but I didn't want to give up that much accuracy for it. So what I did was I went here to try and up the accuracy and stability because it already does a lot of damage. And the stock, we went with this one because it didn't have any really negative effects on it. Plus, it was part of the DLC, and since I bought it, I wanted to try it out. And I like the way it looks. So those are the mods we have on the gun. On the AMR, that's what we're using. And the Leo, let's see, what do we all have on the Leo? The Leo, we have the Jungle Ninja Suppressor because it doesn't take away, some of these take away damage. Yeah, it takes away a lot. Look how much that takes away. This is only one. But this one doesn't take anything away besides your concealment and threat, which isn't too big of a deal, and it gives you better accuracy and stability. Gadget, we're using the combined module for the stability. I usually just use the micro laser, but actually they're exactly the same, so it really doesn't make any difference. No, this one doesn't do anything. This one does nothing. It doesn't hurt it at all. So that's why we're using combined module, a little more stability. the mag, we have the extended mag in, and the sight, I don't like having that on there. I like the dry sights. And then we have the custom slide, which, yeah, this one might do a little more damage, but this one has better overall stats, so we went with the long slide. And that's what the Leo pistol, that's what we're using. And what else are we using? We're using the buzzer, like always, because I think it works really well when you're trying to dominate, and you can stop cloakers from charging. Sometimes I miss them and they get me anyways. The Molotov cocktails, we have double aced ammo bags, the ballistic vest, and then we went over our skills. So that's what we're using, and it works really well. I'm really happy with this build. I use it, this is almost all I use when I play Deathwish now, until I decide to try something else. And the funny thing about this build, what made me want to do this was, what I wanted to do was I wanted to find some of the worst weapons I could find, the weakest, worst weapons I could find in the game, and try and make them playable on Deathwish. And I didn't find the worst necessarily, but I did find, I think, what was I using? I think I was using the Shimano 88. And I'm not saying the worst, I'm saying I was trying to find some of the weapons that would deal the least amount of damage, because I like doing damage on Deathwish. I think that's a large part of playing on Deathwish. So I think I used the Shimano 88 and maybe the AM car, the AMCAR, the AM car rifle, because they both did really low damage. And then I built the skills to try and beef those weapons up a little bit, and it kind of works. I mean, it kind of worked, and kinda is a term used very loosely. But after that, I thought, you know what, let's find the ones that have the most damage and try and beef those up and see what we can do. And then it ended up, this is what happened out of it. So funny story on how I decided to try this. I know a lot of guys I think are running this, since the gun buffs and everything. I think a lot of guys are running a build similar to this, but I don't know. That's how I decided to try it. Was I was trying to beef up the weakest guns in the game, and then that's how this came about. So there's another build video. This is Silent Killer. If you want to, if you try it out, let me know. Let me know if it works for you, or if you are running one similar to it already, let me know how it works for you. Again, it was hard for me not to be in Technician, but that's just the way. You know, we had to do that. Had to give up something somewhere to do this. So yeah, just play a lot more careful. And even when I get hit by the taser, sometimes I can get away from him. If I can just get a hit on him or 2 hits on him, it's enough to either kill him with the guns that we have, because we deal so much damage, or knock him off me so I can get away. But I have gotten busted by him and went down, which is really frustrating. But again, it's worth it to just play a little more careful and stay away from him, I guess. But I'll try and tack on a little bit of gameplay, not too much, because this video is probably running a little long already. I'll tack on a little bit of gameplay of it. I know you saw it a little bit in Slaughterhouse, but I'll just show you a little bit more, I guess. So thanks so much. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thanks for supporting this series. I really love doing the build videos. Someone did say, I want to let you know, I did not forget. One person in particular was asking to see a noob build or a starter build. I am working on one. I think I have it basically done, actually. I have it basically done, yeah. I have it basically done, and I want to get that up here pretty soon too, but we'll do this one first, and then that one will come up afterwards. So don't think I forgot. I do have it in the works for you if you're watching, and hopefully that's something you want to see as well. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on this series, and I'll tack on a little gameplay for you, and I guess until the next video, take it easy.